What's the biggest punch to the gut thing you've ever been told? When I returned home from my 18-month deployment in Afghanistan, I thought my kids would still love me. Watching those soldiers coming home videos was the only thing that got me through seeing all of my friends getting shot dead. So when I walked in the door and my children didn't even hug me, my heart completely broke. They didn't even look up from their iPads when they said hello. Like Temple Run was more important than their dad coming home. That's when I heard a crouching down the stairs. It was my in-laws. They hugged me tightly. We've been waiting for this moment for so long. This warmed my heart, and I hugged them back. Then my wife popped out of nowhere and lightly hugged me too. That's when I tensed up, because as I glanced around the room, I noticed it had been filled with empty moving boxes and suitcases. And I guess they noticed me staring, because that's when they broke the news. Maria, my wife, was struggling to take care of everything while you abandoned your family. So we moved in to help. My mother-in-law said the word abandoned like it was a joke, but it felt real. I froze in my tracks, because Maria and I had countless conversations before I left for the war. She was the one who convinced me that it was a good idea to go. Well, other ex-soldiers had already warned me that things would seem off in the first week of returning. So I shoved my pain away and told myself it was only a matter of time before things went back to normal. That night for dinner, I cooked my famous roast chicken, the one with homemade rosemary garlic butter and creamy mashed potatoes. Before I left, my kids would practically beg for me to cook this every day. But now, nothing. Not even a thanks, Dad. We were eating in silence when my youngest son, 5, Lucas, dropped his plate on the floor. Suddenly, my system raced into action. I quickly stood up and ducked under the table, whispering a countdown from 5 like I had done in the war. But when I got to 1, nothing happened. That's when I realized I was back home. I took a deep breath and sat back down. And instead of my wife comforting me, she stared at me with horror. Her mother was typing something furiously on her phone. I had no idea they had been filming me the whole time. Emma, my daughter, and Lucas were whisked away before I could even apologize to them. The next few months were brutal. My wife was as distant as ever, and my kids refused to do anything with me. The only thing there for me was my PTSD symptoms. And one day, I woke up to a knock at the door. It was a caseworker. Mr. Hanley, I'm from Child Protective Services. We've received concerning reports about erratic behavior around your children. She then showed me something that still makes my skin crawl. Right there on her phone was a video compilation of my PTSD flashbacks, completely taken out of context. I had been framed to look unpredictable and show evidence of violence. I gripped onto the door frame to stop myself from collapsing. That's when my wife appeared behind me. I thought she was going to defend me, but no. I think it's best if you stay somewhere else for a while, for the children's safety. Her parents flanked her like bodyguards, my MIL still filming on her phone. I knew if I didn't leave right then and there, it would provide more evidence of being a bad father. So I left my own home with nothing but a trash bag of my dirty clothes and a phone charger. I'd only kept 20% of what I earned from being a soldier, with the rest going to my family. But there were only $3.05 sitting in my bank account. I texted Maria, and she responded instantly. Investment opportunities? Your parents needed it more than we did. I stared at my phone, tears blurring my vision. My days became filled with depression naps in my truck, showering at the gym, and eating free food from the local church. I was sitting in a Taco Bell when I saw Jake. We'd served together, survived an ambush together. Now he's a lawyer. Brother, what the hell happened to you? When I told him everything, his jaw clenched. Those videos, were they recording you without consent? When I nodded, he smirked. You know that's illegal in this state. And for the first time since I was deployed, I smiled back. Jake worked for free, fueled by pure rage. And after just a day, he found something that changed everything. I deleted a folder on my iPad, one that was still connected to Maria's iCloud account. What I saw made my stomach churn. Video after video of Maria coaching the kids, training them to ignore me when I was around. Remember, if anyone asks, you don't feel safe with Daddy, she said casually, as if she was talking about the weather. And in the background of all of the videos was a man I recognized instantly, her CrossFit gym friend, the one I had always seen checking her out, now rubbing her shoulders while she taught our children to lie about me. That's when I knew I needed full custody. Full story on the channel, link below.